Everyone has seen the new minecarts. Well, I used them to create a brand new transportation system. This system can be fully automatic, or you can have it semi-automatic here, like with this button. So all you do is you go ahead and you enter the system. Jerry! No one loved you, Jerry. Anyways, hey, so actually you simply press the button and you go ahead and go into the system. Once the repeaters have finally signaled off, you get launched into the sky. You get hit by this pillar where you fall straight down onto a track, which will readjust you and allow you to move forward again, and then you go back into the system one more time. This is surprisingly quick transportation and can be used and set up to transport villagers long distances very quickly, just using several stations in a row. Now this is the exact same system as the other side. The only difference is that, as we can see here, is that the rail is facing the wrong direction. This is just how rails work in Minecraft. Sometimes they face the correct side, sometimes they don't. So we simply, on this side, have two redstone lines. The first one uses a copper bulb and piston to immediately power the redstone line, and then once the clock runs out, like on the other side, it simply powers the copper bulb again, and it launches the minecart. Now, before I quickly show you how to actually build this thing, timestamp on screen. Now, unlike the last system that went back and forth, this one shows two systems stacked, one after the other. And if you can create multiple of these, you can create a system in which you can travel across the world extremely fast. This by far is the fastest way to transport villagers. In this example here, I actually use skulk sensors to wirelessly open up this door, which I used as an example to show how you could also use this to get into a floating base, for example. Things first, place a block and then a powered rail and then a detector rail. Then one block away, you want to place a normal rail. And then, after the normal rail, you want to place a powered rail and make a little circle with them alternating. I chose the smaller design here because it's basically the same. And then you want to place a redstone torch in the center of this, but obviously it'll update this incorrectly, so we simply just place it back. Now on the other side here, we want to go ahead and place our rail and then our staircase. This can be as high as we want. We can have powered rails or normal rails. It doesn't matter. Just make sure to break the top one so it goes farther. And then as you can see, when we power it, it switches. But on the left side, it doesn't, because it's just the way rails function. It's weird. So here is a quick test run. As you can see, it's charging up. And then here, manual power switch, and it goes fine. To set up the timer, you simply place a line of repeaters, and then you use blocks to switch the direction. And then you just have them line straight back into the rail that's supposed to change. It can be as big or as small as you want, it really doesn't matter. And as you can see, it charges up and then it fires. Now if we want to build one going in the opposite direction, we're going to have to do a slightly different setup. So it's pretty simple though. First set is pretty much the same thing. You have your powered rail and then your detector rail and then a normal rail. You then build a small little circle again out of powered rails, and then you place the normal rails all around. And don't forget a redstone torch. I forgot it. I place it later, but yeah. Now as you can see, when we place this rail and we flick the button, it inverts in the wrong way and it doesn't go back to the way we want it. To fix this, we are going to do a slightly different redstone setup, but the first bit is the same. You simply build your same exact staircase as on the other one. Once the staircase has been built, simply place a repeater going into that rail, and then once that is done, you place a sticky piston and a redstone block right behind it. You want to ensure that the piston is facing down into the redstone block. All you have to do here is simply place a piece of redstone dust with two blocks sticking out, one with a comparator and one with a wax copper bulb. You then extend the platform out onto the other side so that we can get a redstone line leading up to that copper bulb to activate it. In this case here, I simply place a target block to redirect the signal into the copper bulb as well. And as you can see, when we power it, the copper bulb activates it and it stays activated. Now to finish this off, we simply create our delay. I'm going to simply use 3 repeaters here for the purpose of this demonstration. Place a piece of redstone dust, set our delay. Then I'm simply going to place blocks on top and have them also lead into the target block. just like so. See, I simply forgot the redstone torch, what I mentioned earlier, and as you can see now, the entire thing charges up and it launches. Same as the other side, just a slightly bit more work, but it does the exact same thing. Now here, all I did was I went ahead and added way more delay for a better charge up sequence, and as you can see, we launch real far. It's very nice. The more charge, the farther you go. Let me know what you thought about this build. I enjoyed making it. I thought it was pretty good. You guys have a good day. See ya.